There's a treasure map hidden in the depth of your soul. If you find that map and you take that path, it will lead you to the golden heart of hearts, overflowing with knowing and bliss. If you get that far, just keep going, remembering this. Do what your heart says you should do. It's the most precious part of you. That's where the answers come.
Good morning, my friends. This is Marina. I'm Marina Anderson, and I invite you to join me in meditation today. So let's settle in and make yourself comfortable. Close your eyes, and let's begin with a few deep and deliberate breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And again, breathe in and breathe out. Let your breath find its own rhythm and pace. While you continue to have awareness of your breath, I invite you to stay really connected to your body. It might help to choose one body part, perhaps the hands or feet or the belly. Pay attention to what you feel there. Is it relaxed or is there tension? Notice any movement. Notice sensations such as clothing or the temperature of the air against your skin. For now, just notice the sensations and see if you can keep your focus there. I invite you to expand that awareness to other parts, from the hand to the arm, from the foot to the leg. Expand from wherever you started. Again, notice any sensations or tension. Direct your breath along the path of your awareness. Let tension ease. Keep expanding your attention, your breath, and let ease come to your entire body. Now imagine that this body of yours takes the shape of an animal, any animal, perhaps a horse, a dog, a mountain lion, any animal at all. You find yourself laying on incredibly soft grass. sweet smelling, luscious grass. It is such a comfortable bed beneath you. Now stand up and begin to walk around. Notice what else is around you. What do you see, smell, hear? How do you feel in this space? As you look around, you notice there is a fence up ahead. Walk up to the fence. What is it made of? How tall is it? Can you look over or through it? Walk around the perimeter of the fence. How big an area does it encompass? Is there space to walk or run or play? How do you feel in this fenced-in space? Are you comfortable inside the fence? Are you curious about what is outside? Is there a way to get outside? Can you jump over? Can you go through it? Is there a gate? Go outside and look around. What do you see, smell, hear in this place beyond the fence? How do you feel here? Does your body feel better inside or outside the fence? What are your sensations? Where in your body do you feel what you are feeling? Chest, belly, throat, head? What do these sensations tell you about each space, inside and outside the fence? Where are you most comfortable? Do you feel tension in either place? Which space could meet more of your needs? Where do you feel safe? and why? Where do you feel free? Choose one space to stay in. Think about why you choose it and hang out a bit and feel the feelings and sensations that arise from your choice. When you are ready, come back into your human body and back into your room. Notice any sensations and feelings you have now in this body. Join me again in taking 3 deep, deliberate breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And once more, breathe in, breathe out. Thank you for joining me on this sensory journey today. I see you in peace and ease, immersed in kindness and joy. I'll see you in a few minutes at service. Namaste. Good morning, St. George. I'm happy to be back with you. I'm your host today. I'm Marina. I hope you got to join us for the meditation. It's a beautiful day here. My tree outside is blooming as if it were spring. It's gorgeous. So we are an open, loving, and inclusive community that supports thinking creatively and living a deeply spiritual life. We have a great service for you today. Our music will be provided by our Alan Stanley. I'm sure he has a couple of great treats for us today. Invocation is provided by Mary Klein, one of our practitioners. And Mary will also be filling in for Star Starrett on the Sacred Covenant. Our technician today is Chris McCardle behind the scenes. You'll see his face at the very end. And of course, our dear friend Eugene Holden is providing our message today about open possibilities with open arms. So I hope you enjoy. So now I would like to bring Alan up. Morning,
Good morning.
Alan.
Good morning, Marina.
How are you?
I'm doing great. Got to come
Good.
see that tree.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
beautiful. You'd love
yeah,
it. You'd love
yeah.
it. All right, take it away, Alan.
All right. Surely the presence of love is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. I can hear the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of love is in this place. In the midst of all the people, love will always be. It doesn't take very many. It can be just two or three. And I feel the same sweet spirit that I felt oft times before. Surely the presence of love is at our door. Surely the presence of love is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. I can hear the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of love is in this place. Now I'd like to welcome Mary Klein to offer our invocation this morning.
Good morning. I invite you all to take this moment, simply take this moment to go within, to simply sit quietly and close your eyes if you're comfortable with that. And know that there is a truth about life that is available to everyone. That truth is the power of love that exists throughout life that opens up to unlimited possibilities. I know that love is the enlightenment of each and every one of us. And love is our spiritual connection to Source and to each other. I know and acknowledge that I am one with this limitless ability of God within. I know that my life is the life of God, and I am one with my sacred Source and this positive energy of love and connection. All that I have been have brought me to the eternal moment of now. I am filled, I am lifted, and supported by an energy that knows its oneness with the perfection of this deepest love. As I know this profoundly for myself, I know this is for everyone here today, present moment or on a later broadcast. And so I bless this gathering knowing that love is the foundation of everything that transpires today. We are open to the wisdom and clarity that is right here now through Eugene's message on opening to possibilities with open arms, from Alan's message through his music, and to all that we share among each other as we commune together after our gathering on our Zoom gathering. We are receptive to this knowledge from Source and to each other. And so get ready, and so it is.
So it is. Surely the presence of love is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. I can hear the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of love is in this place. Surely the presence of love is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. I can hear the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of love is in this place. I'd like to invite Mary back to offer our sacred reading today.
Hello. One moment. Our sacred covenant. Because I know that the highest purpose of my new minister is to express God, I therefore know that my new minister reveals wholeness. I further know that my new minister is the fulfillment of that which we believe, for it is written, let us learn to draw the divine substance down into our own lives, and as freely as it has been given to us, let us give it to others. Thus alone shall we be made whole. Quote from our founder, Ernest Holmes. As I stand in agreement with my beloved community, I see my new minister revealed before me as growing the center in joy and prosperity. I now intend to experience my new minister in full cooperation and agreement with my community, knowing the truth about myself, for I live the presence and the law of God. I demonstrate wisdom through a mature understanding of the wholeness of life. I am accountable and willing to take full responsibility for my actions. I participate in and support the nurturance and guidance of the community. I act from wholeness and congruence in thought, word, and action. I walk the talk. I embrace, at this time, embrace your own personal truth here. I now accept the highest expression of our new minister into my life, knowing that they are revealed in a way that expresses God and serves the highest and greatest good for all who are touched by their presence. I am grateful, and so it is. Amen.
I'm grateful too. I'm grateful for the leaves that fall, Little puppy soft and small, the grass that shines beneath the morning dew. I'm grateful for the springtime days, little children as they play, the smell of morning pines and dew. We walk this path together, with spirit as our guide, holding hands as we grow. Gratitude has changed our lives. I'm grateful for the sun that sets with hues of red toward the west and purple clouds beneath the skies of blue. I'm grateful for the sounds of waves sent by the sea on breezy days, the warming sand that melts beneath my shoes. We walk this path together, with spirit as our guide, holding hands as we go. Gratitude has changed our lives. Gratitude can change your
Oh, thank you, Alan. That was terrific. I
Thank
love
you.
both songs. I always appreciate it when you do one of your original ones. So touches my heart. Welcome again, everybody. And as we've talked about, our monthly theme is open to possibilities. And today's talk is with open arms. So may we, with open arms, welcome our friend Eugene Holden. I'm not sure where he's coming to us from today. I believe you live in Pennsylvania. Is that right, Eugene?
That is correct.
All right. Well, yay, I remembered something correctly. That's a great thing. I really look forward to your message today.
That makes two of us.
Welcome.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. As was said, I am Eugene Holden. Again, it's so good to be here once again with CSL St. George. And let's just jump right into it. You know, to quote Dr. Holmes, there is only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect, and that life is my life now. In that one quote from me, he encapsulates the first two steps of treatment, or the first two steps of affirmative prayer, that there is only one life. We can call it what we want. You know, sometimes the word God may have a negative connotation for some of us, and that's okay. That's rightfully so. I get that. So we can take out the word God and put in love or life or whatever works for you, right? Universal intelligence. The thing is that we want to recognize that there's only one, right? One power, one presence, one life, universal intelligence, spirit, divine, and whatever we want to call it. And then the other thing that he says, which is the second step of affirmative prayer, and that life is my life now. Steps 1 and 2, right? There is only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. To quote Dr. Ernest Holmes one more time, and he said that this quote frequently either on his radio show or his television show, that there is a power for good in the universe greater than we are, and we can use it. I love that. Again, recognizing that there is this infinite intelligence for good in the universe greater than we are, and we get to use it. Now, when I combine those two together, I come up with that there's a power that and there's a power for good in the universe that is perfect. Right? There is a power in the universe that is always present. It is greater than I am, and it is my life. Meaning that there's no separation from the good that is always there. Right? So being open to the possibilities is where this comes in, right? We come in, this is great, that we are open to the possibility, first of all, to recognize that there is a power that is greater than we are, that there's a power that causes the sun to shine. There is a power that keeps the earth revolving on its axis perfectly over 1,000 miles an hour, and we can experience stillness. To recognize that that same power that causes all that to be is that same intelligence, is that same power that beats my heart and it breathes your breath. It animates the body temple. It thinks our thoughts. Get this, it speaks our word. So when we become open to the possibilities, we are coming from a place of knowing that divine power that is the green in the grass, that divine power that are the rods and cones, the cells within the eyes that can pick up the vibration that tells the brain that it's green in the grass, is that same power that has made everything possible for us already. So now, why not be open to the possibilities? Right? But let's go even further than that. Not just being open to the possibilities, but open to the infinite possibilities. I mean, because there's infinite possibilities everywhere. There is unlimited potentiality right where you are. Here's what I love about that, is that it is not outside of us. We don't have to go looking for these unlimited potentialities. We don't have to go looking outside of us for the infinite possibilities. In fact, all we need to do is to get still and know. Be still and know. And so as we tap into becoming one with that power for good in the universe that is greater than we are, and we are one with it, in that it creates through us, it reveals through us, it reveals as us. See, because we don't get what we want, we get what we are. Which is why I like talking about the I am. We get what we are. So if I am afraid, if I am scared, if I am worried, if I am in distress, I'm going to then receive experiences to prove me right. Because the law, the universal subconscious mind, only knows how to say yes, right? Because it responds to us by corresponding not only with our word, but with our feeling. So when I say that I am worried, or I am not ever going to be successful, or that I am practicing lack and limitation, that universal intelligence only knows how to say yes, and it's always going to create for me an experience to prove me right. I am experiencing a lack in my bank account. I am experiencing a deficiency in my relationships. You get the idea, right? So we don't get what we want, we get what we are. So why don't we become open to the possibilities that life is good? I am abundant. I am abundantly successful. Because if I really step into this knowing that I don't get what I want, I get what I am, then let me be thinking, feeling, saying, living, embodying success, whatever that may look like for you. See, success can look so very different for each and every one of us, right? It doesn't mean that you're making, trillions of dollars, which would be a great thing to do, right? Maybe even billions or whatever it is. But success could be just being at peace every single day. Success can be having a beautiful relationship with great friends. Success can be waking up in the morning and going, life is so good. We don't get what we are. We don't get what we want. We get what we are. So I say this, and I've been saying this for a while now, because for me it's important, right? To remind us that it is so crucial what we put after our I am. Because I am, those two words are the power of creation. Also, if you go to if you're inclined in this way, in terms of the Old Testament of the Hebrew scriptures. In Exodus, we're told that I am is the name of God. So whenever I say I am, whenever you say I am, we have taken on the vibration of the infinite intelligence, right? So I am, we want to be aware of what we put after I am. Being open to possibilities. Sometimes, we have these thoughts like, no, that's not possible. I can't do that. No, this is not going to work out. And then we may find that our backs are against the wall, right? And we find our backs against the wall because there's stuff going on, and we've allowed ourselves to be pushed back, and we've allowed ourselves to close ourselves down just a bit. We allowed our light to be turned down, and as we do that, we find that our backs are up against the wall. Here's the thing. If you find your back up against the wall, turn around and open the door. If you find that your back is against the wall, turn around and open the window. Climb through the window, because that door, that window are openings to possibilities. Right? When you find yourself with your back against the door, get back against the wall, turn around and open the door and walk through all of the infinite possibilities. Another thing I want to say about that phrase, when you find your back against the wall, turn around. So if my back is against the wall and I turn around, what I am really doing also is turning away from the effects. I'm turning away from the experience that I don't want to have anymore. And I'm looking in a new direction. I'm looking in the direction of infinite possibilities. Now, I know, I can hear it. Some people might be saying, yeah, Eugene, that sounds like it's an easy thing to do. It sounds like it's, that we can do it just like that. Here's the thing. There's a power for good in the universe greater than we are, and we get to use it. And it responds to us by corresponding with us. So when I hear somebody say, yeah, Eugene, maybe that's not all that easy, my response frequently is, if you say so. If you say so. See, remember, your power not only has, your word not only has the power of creation, your word is the power of creation. So when I say that, no, this isn't going to work, well, again, I'm going to have these experiences. The law is going to go to work for me because it is always working. It's going to go to work for me to prove me right. You're right, Eugene, it's not going to work. See? So which means that the law worked. And I get to then bemoan and cry about, see, it never works for me, but it's working all the time because I said that. So when we find our backs against the wall, maybe what we need to do, maybe we cannot immediately turn around to open the door to the infinite possibilities. Maybe we need to reach out to a practitioner or reach out to a friend. Maybe we need to reach out, to someone just to talk about, where we are. I will always remember this experience I had with a good friend of mine who was a prayer partner. She was in my Prac 2 class with me years ago. And we had finished Prac class and we're licensed and I'm doing this work. And there was a situation that came up with the job that pissed me off. I was so upset about this, right? And I talk and I call my friend and I'm like, listen, this is what's going on. I need some prayer. And she said, so do you want to go to prayer now or do you want to complain some more? And I said, you know what? I want to complain some more because sometimes that's what we need to do. So when you find yourself with your back against the wall, be open to the possibilities of picking up the phone to talk to someone. If it's some professional help, that's good too, because God is everywhere present. It doesn't matter. But take the time to treat yourself beautifully, right? And with love. And then you can start to turn to open the door to infinite possibilities. And then when we start to open the door and we start to be open to possibilities, and then we with open arms. We open to possibilities with open arms. What that means to me is when I'm opening my arms to the possibilities, what I am saying is I am making myself available to the possibilities. When I am opening my arms to the possibilities, I'm saying, yes, I am not open and receptive, but I am available. Now, are you open to being available? Are you open to be the greatest person that you can possibly be? Are you open to the infinite possibilities that are already here, and are you ready to accept them? Now, here's another thing about acceptance, right? Whew. Sometimes I have had the experience where I wasn't willing to accept my good. Yeah, believe that, believe that. You know, you're like, not you, Eugene. Yes, me, Eugene. I was not willing to accept my good. You know, it's one of those things, right? And you probably have seen this before where I'm going, please come. I want my good. But I have this hand up going, nope, I'm not ready. I'm not willing. I'm not worthy to accept it. So when I was talking about that the universal law only knows how to say yes, it responds to not just my words, but more importantly, to what we feel. Because I can say that I want my good. I can say this all day long. But if my feeling tone, if that emotional body is saying, nope, I'm not worth it. Nope, I don't want it. Nope, something bad's going to happen, right? I could be doing this all day long, but it's this that the law is going to respond to because of my feeling tone behind it. And that feeling tone can be coming from fear, right? It can be coming from doubt or worry. I'm worried that I'm going to be talked about, or I'm worried about whatever the story is, right? Whatever the story is. Being open to infinite possibilities with open arms means that when we open our arms up, oh my God, we are saying, I am ready. I am available. I am available to not only receive all of the gifts that are already there, but also to give the gifts that are coming through us. The infinite intelligence that I call God, it is the giver, it is the receiver, it is the gift itself. Because we talk about there's no separation. When I am, catch that, when I am open and available to the gift, the I am that is open is also the gift. Remember, we don't get what we want, we get what we are. So as I say yes and I am open and available to the gift, I am the gift. And now, whatever I am declaring and to come into manifestation now becomes a part of the realization that I get to experience. And then I get to share it with everybody else. How cool is that? Right? Because, and this is how we share it. We share it from that vibration of joy, from receiving what we've declared, right? Being open and receptive and available and receiving that with open arms. Man, we get to then share it with the world. And sometimes sharing it with the world, sharing your gift with the world is as easy as a smile. Man, we are living in some beautiful, crazy days, right? They are beautiful and they can seem crazy, but these are opportunities. We have the opportunity to be open to more good than we've ever experienced before. As I keep saying, let's not get dragged and pulled in by the distraction of, let's not get distracted by what the news is saying. Let's not get drawn in by the weapons of mass distraction that we can sometimes get caught up in whenever the news or when people are talking or whatever. We are called here now these days to raise our vibration, to be open to the possibility that we get to shine our light. Are you open and available to shine your light today? Today, not tomorrow, but today. Are you open and available to give your gift, whatever your gift is? Are you open and available to be the brilliant illumination of pure spirit? Are you open and available to be the vehicle, the vessel, the instrument of the divine? I hope so. I really do hope so. See, because the world needs you. Nobody on the face of the planet can do what you do the way that you do it. Nobody. I was talking about this on the Daily Guide last week, that you look at your fingertip and you look at that fingerprint on that fingertip. Nobody on the face of the planet has that fingerprint. You are unique. You are the unique expression of the divine. So be open, be open, be open to the possibility of sharing what you brought, what you came here to share. You know, it's your purpose that determines your gift. It's your purpose that determines your gift. And maybe your purpose is simple, as I said earlier. Maybe your purpose is just to smile. Maybe your purpose is to play music. Maybe your purpose is to run and jump, you know, in the yard. Maybe your purpose is to love. Ooh, that is the purpose, right? When it all comes down to it, when all else is said and done, truly, no matter what the gifts are, the purpose is love. The purpose is love. Man, it has been a beautiful experience this past year. Yes, with COVID-19 and the craziness with the political scene and the racial tension in the United States and around the world, and all of that has been an opportunity, has given us the opportunity to love, has given us the opportunity to love in ways that we have never loved before. Are you open to that possibility? I'm not even going to ask that as a question. Let me say it this way. Be open to the possibility to love even greater, even more stronger and deeper than we've ever loved before. Now, is that going to be an easy thing to do? No, not all the time, but are we willing to be open to do it? Yes. Yes, be willing to love, be willing to open, and then be willing to be available to accept what your charge is here on this beautiful spiritual plane called Earth. It is always a pleasure to be here with the community called Centers for Spiritual Living, St. George, or St. George Centers for Spiritual Living. It's always good to be with your community. I love you guys so very, very much. And I will see you soon. But before I get out of here, join me in prayer. Take a nice deep breath. And stand with me in this knowing. I speak this word from a place of gratitude, for I recognize first that there is this one power, this one presence, this one life. This one power, this one presence, this one life that is known by so many names is at the very center of all that there is, because it is its very nature to permeate and to penetrate and to fill the interspaces of the universe, meaning that the space between the space is filled with the vibration of the divine. And so I am so grateful that I choose to recognize this in everything that I see and don't see, everything that I know and don't know. All there is that which I call God, the love intelligence that governs the universe. I recognize it in the green of the grass. I recognize it in the spinning of the earth. I recognize it as the beating of my heart. I recognize that it shows up as this breath. I recognize that it is that which animates this body temple, for truly there is no place where God is not. And knowing and recognizing and acknowledging that God is everywhere present at all times, I know that at all times God is present right where I am. There's never been any separation. It is not the life of God separate from my life. It is the life of God revealing itself in, through, and as the I am that I am. And as I know this to be the truth of my life, I know this to be the truth of each individualized expression who is tuned in today, That right here, right now, God is, we are. How so very grateful I am to know this, to embody this truth, and to be in the recognition and the knowing that right where we are, there is nothing happening here but the activity of the one. And so it is from my awareness of our oneness in God that I speak this word. I call forth divine right activity that is happening in everyone's life right here and right now. And this divine right activity may be showing up as perfect health, wholeness, and well-being. Divine right activity is showing up as all needs met right here and right now. Divine right activity is showing up as relationships healed. And this divine right activity happens in divine right order, and it must always result in divine right outcome. Why? Because simply we say so. Because our word is a law unto itself, knowing only its own fulfillment. And so knowing that this is already done, I give great thanks. I am so grateful. I am so very grateful for this and for so much more than my words can ever convey. It is from this place of gratitude that I now release my word into the beautiful and dynamic activity of love and law. You see, I know that as this word is released into the law cannot help itself. It must take these words and mold them and shape them and blend them and then return them unto us, not void or empty, but absolutely and completely fulfilled. And so completely fulfilled, we now allow it to be. I declare that it is so. And so it is. Amen. Take a breath.
And so it is, Eugene. Oh my gosh, it's such a beautiful thing to watch spirit work through you. I really appreciate the reminder today of that it isn't what I think or that I get, it's what I am. That really hits home for me, and that if I can trust spirit, then I can trust me, right?
Yeah.
So,
but not if you can trust spirit, when you trust spirit.
I can, yes. Yeah. Thank you for that clarity.
You're welcome.
Yes. So beautiful to have you here again, and I hope that you all at home will join us on the Zoom after service, because Eugene always joins us for a little bit and helps guide us in some beautiful processing of his talk. So do come to the Zoom. So we have a few announcements. We're still asking for you to help us spread the love. You'll find in the chat box the links for donating both at Breeze and PayPal. You'll always find this information on our website and in our newsletters. And of course, we still receive mail at our P.O. box. So if sending a check is the best way for you, then that's a beautiful thing. So thank you for helping us spread the love. Chris is going to bring in Reverend Hannah right now. She's going to talk to us about the workshop she has going today. Reverend Hannah?
Hey, good morning, everyone. Oh, thank you, Eugene, for that awesome message. I am inspired. And I want to invite those of you who want to get out on this beautiful spring day. We are doing our once a month workshop, our practice workshop, and it's going to be out in Snow Canyon State Park. And the tree that you see in your picture is going to be this very steady and beautiful presence that will hold our space for the workshop. And so show me the next slide there, Chris. If we turn around from the tree, this is a beautiful rock we call the galoot, upper galoot. And you're going to have time to spend with nature, to crawl around on that rock if you want to. It's actually huge in the picture. But we're going to look at what are the possibilities in your life right now. And nature is going to receive us with open arms. Nature as the body of God. As Ernest Holmes said, nature herself is the body of God. And so we're going to have time to connect today in person. It's been 12 months since our community has been able to come together in person. So I invite you to be spontaneous and come today. You need to reach out to me by calling or send me an email, because I'll send you the directions of where we're meeting. The workshop today is free, and we just want to be together and just celebrate this beautiful spring day. So I hope to see you this afternoon. Namaste.
Thank you, Reverend Hannah. I hope you all will consider gathering with her and gathering with each other in this beautiful place that she has found for you. Just a reminder that our book club is alive and well. We're doing the book Untethered Soul. I've really been enjoying the work of this book that Sue has selected. Do contact her. It's okay to drop in, even if you haven't been there from the beginning. It's such a powerful book, and I don't know about the rest of you, but if you've read it or are in the group already, really connected to Eugene's message today, that divine I am is what's behind, and looking at the possibilities. So as you know, we're still searching and putting the invitation out for our new minister, whom we know is out there searching for us as well. And while we're talking about that, I wanted to make sure that you save the date of May 23rd is a Sunday. We're hoping to have service outdoors and have our annual meeting outdoors. So look at our newsletter for more information as it becomes available. As I mentioned before, we have a Zoom connection that we do every Sunday. I hope you'll, if you've never come before, I hope that you'll take the time to join us and enter into conversation. And as I said, Eugene joins us, and it's always a rousing conversation. If you go to our website and click on the access meeting links, it's a real easy access there. And of course, we are here to support you. The Community Care Circle is still functioning, and our practitioners are always available to provide prayer. You can send a request to prayer at cslstgeorge.org, or you can call 435-893-6702 and leave us a message, and we'll make sure that we either get your request to the practitioners or let the Care Circle know that you could do with some support. And we hope, of course, that you will continue to join us. I see we have 13 people watching us live today. That is remarkable. Next Sunday, Reverend Hannah will be with us with the theme of Commit to Transformation. And then in 2 weeks, our dear Eugene will be back with us again, talking about the path less traveled. So join us every Sunday, y'all. So Chris is going to bring up our closing affirmation now and bring up all of our faces. And we hope that you'll join us at home in speaking aloud our traditional affirmation to start you on a glorious week. Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
It is this thing called life.
Life is in my mind. Life is in my body. Life is in all that I do.
I am it, I embrace it, and I share it.
Just the way that it is.
And just the way that it is becoming. Thank you, life.
Yay.
Bye,
Have
everybody.
a glorious week. Thank you again, Eugene.
Bye now. Oh,
Fabulous.
you're welcome. You're welcome.
And thank you, Alan, for the beautiful music.
Well, thank you.